Hello my friends, and welcome back to the rabbit hole. Today's video is the continuation of my 2024 skincare routine. This is going to be my AM skincare routine, and I'm actually going to show you how I use the Medicube Booster Pro in this video. We are going to talk about a kind of unconventional way to get some vitamin C into my routine. We're going to talk about protecting both our face and our lips with SPF containing products, some underrated products as well. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Timestamps and links are in the description box below. But I did want to let you know this is a little more involved than when I did my 2023 skincare routine. I kept it short and simple, and that is absolutely an option. So if you would like to see that, I'm going to link you that video just in case. I don't have time for this routine every morning myself, so it might be nice to know that you can have a more simple routine as well. But I do like to shake things up just a bit from year to year and still make sure that this is a video of a lot of my favorite products that you've seen before. I will also make sure to link the playlist for this full routine, which is essentially a skin cycling routine. And I think that's enough of an intro. Are you ready to get into it? We are actually going to wash this morning with the Pacifica Vegan Ceramide Extra Gentle Face Wash. I thought I'd go with this one because it really is such a good in-between for people who want something a little more gentle, aren't sure if they want to go the route of a full cream or milk cleanser, still want the tiniest amount of foaming, but in a very, very gentle way. As I've talked about before, I don't wash my face every morning. I would say I do this maybe twice a week, probably about twice a week. I do have acne-prone skin, but I also have dry skin, so I have to constantly be balancing those two kind of polar opposites, you know? It's a tough skin type, but it does exist. And I'm adding water so you can see how much this foams, or perhaps I should say how little this foams. I'm gonna go rinse, and I will be right back. I rinsed, and the next step is going to be considered all the Medicube Booster Pro. I did buy this, and I also bought the new line device, and we're going to use them both. I definitely want to talk more about devices and how they're optional, so we're going to talk about that, but let's apply some products first. I'm going to start with an old favorite, the Haru Haru Wonder Botanical 2GF Ampoule. This is so nice for pairing with those devices. I'm adding a tiny amount of this Indeed Labs Snoxin 2 on my forehead. We talked before about the mechanism behind argireline. It's pretty similar to this one, and personally, I just see no reason why you would apply this anywhere else other than on your forehead and around your eye area. And then my newest favorite, the Axis Y Vegan Collagen Eye Serum. Oh, I cannot put this down. I'm trying really hard not to repeat products in this routine, but I can't put this down. As I mentioned, this one was gifted to me through YesStyle, but I already bought another and I already got it. I got it in the mail. I also got in the new Haru Haru tranexamic acid serum. The reason I'm choosing these peptide and growth factor based serums is because with this device I'm going to use the booster mode, and the booster mode increases absorption, or at least that's the claim, and I do believe it. So I don't want to boost the absorption of actives. I want to boost the absorption of peptides that we know can be difficult to get into the skin. And where I have seen a lot of people express kind of frustration with the Medicube device is that some of these serums, you apply them and they immediately disappear into your skin. You know, my skin already feels dry. So my trick is to have a kind of more heavyweight serum on top of that. This is the Experiment Super Saturated. The tiniest amount of this is all I need to spread on top of those I just need the tiniest amount of this, and it will make everything glide on really nicely. Now, again, all of this is optional. You don't necessarily need any devices in your skincare routine. You know, what you need is sunscreen, cleanser, and moisturizer. But if you're interested in devices, you certainly can choose the one or ones that you think will be optimal for your needs. And the reason I like the Booster Pro so much, and originally the first booster device they had, is that I want more from these really relatively inexpensive products. I don't want anyone to feel pressured into having to buy one of these devices. You know, a device is only worth it if you're going to use it. What I'm trying to do in this section is to be as helpful as possible for the people that have asked me. A lot of people have told me, you know, I bought the device and now I can't quite figure out how to work it into my routine. I would say it's pretty easy as long as you understand the difference between actives and not actives. Running the eye device at level 5, which my skin seems to tolerate well. Yeah, I was doing a lot of thinking about this. I want this channel to be as helpful as I can possibly be. So I got to thinking about it and I realized that you all remember the era of the jade rollers. Remember when these were absolutely everywhere? Did you like them? Because I loved my jade. I still love my jade rollers. I actually still use them. I don't think they're necessary, but I think that if you're like me and you enjoy pampering yourself, you might get a nice pampering element out of a jade roller, and that's absolutely what I got. And I leveled up, you know. I used the heck out of my jade rollers, now I'm using the heck out of my devices. So I feel like that's probably the best prediction that I can give you. If you used those kind of devices, you might also really love and use these devices as well. So we're done with that, and we're gonna move on to the essence step. Again, I know, this is out of order, Alice. But I promise you this is relative. I think people worry so much about the order of their skincare routine, you know, things that they feel they have to do every single day. I'm trying so hard to put out there that you may not have to. This is what we are going to be using. This is the Regelica Immunity Essence, Immunity Support Essence. I love this so much. And because it does have this kind of thicker and more gel-like texture, I find that I can use it before serums or after serums. And either way, every time I apply this, you get that beautiful burst of those ingredients onto your skin. It's such a nice essence with 2 vitamin C derivatives, not ascorbic acid, but rather derivatives, including my favorite, sodium ascorbyl phosphate. As we talked about in a past video, Regelica was kind enough to write me back and let me know that their fragrance is not essential oils, it is synthetic, which is something I prefer. That is going to reduce the risk for allergy. And I don't want this channel to be a channel where I'm saying, you know, oh, you can't use essential oils. That's just not who I am. I want you to do whatever works for you, but we do have to be honest about these things. There is more of a risk of allergy in essential oils than there is in synthetic fragrance. We talked all about this, again, in this video. It's really old at this point, but it's where we talk all about this topic. This is kind of becoming the theme of today's video. I want you to do whatever it is that works for you. I don't want you to feel like you have to be locked into specific rules of skincare, but at the same time, I do want to address science. So yes, this is where I'm getting my vitamin C. I'm also getting some sea buckthorn in this product, and get this, this is $58 for 5.4 fluid ounces of product. It's a huge bottle, especially given that the texture is thicker, but Regelica has given me a 25% off discount code. Super generous. It works on this, brings it down to $43, less than $10 an ounce. $43.50. Let me not forget the 50 cents. It matters. What does 50 cents get us these days? You could definitely still put that in the little gumball machine. Wait, do those exist? They're probably some kind of Apple Pay gumball machines now. And I just want to let you know one more thing before we move on. This discount also works on their already discounted sets. They're super cute sets. If you are interested, again, I'll link them below. Next product for this video, we are using an eye cream, and I've decided to use the Alpen Instant Bright Eye with peptides and niacinamide. This one has kind of a color correcting effect to it. It's very light, and I actually think this is one that would work on all skin tones. The trick is, you gotta use a tiny amount of this product. This is an optional step, of course, you know, we talked about this a lot. You may or may not need or want an eye cream, much less a tinted one, but I do like this category. And I feel like you get a lot of bang for your buck with this because typically you don't use a lot of this type of product. So even though it's small, it lasts a long time. But again, for most of you, you can also just use your moisturizer. And today I'm gonna pull out an old favorite, the Thank You Farmer Pure Rice and Gel Cream. I love this one so much. You have the ability to choose how much gel you want and how much cream you want, all in one. And I like to grab for the gel if I'm feeling like looking a bit more glowy, and the cream if I'm feeling a bit more dry. I feel like we already look glowy, so We're gonna go more with the cream today. This is absolutely one of my favorite underrated products. The whole Thank You Farmer brand, super underrated. They have a great toner, a nice cleanser. I don't know why they don't get talked about more. I have no idea. And yet, I keep seeing companies come out with products that are similar to this, where you get a bit of gel and cream together rather than mixed. It's together in the jar. The latest seems to be these capsule-looking products. I'll find one and put it up on the screen. Have you seen these products? They're suddenly everywhere. Super nice, non-irritating formula in this moisturizer, and typically pretty affordable. It pops up a lot in the Stylovana weekend sales, which, confession, was not looking too hot for a while. It was, 8 or 9 pages of just kind of blah products. Did you see this weekend's? We were back to 28 pages of makeup, skincare, everything. Keep up this energy, Stylovana. Please, please. Now, we are almost to the end of this video. I'm going to go ahead and apply some of this Roto Water Lip. This is also now hard to find. I think that J-Beauty products have the fastest turnover of everything. That said, this brand has a lot of lip balms that are similar to this. They all are about SPF 20-ish, not the highest, but not nothing. I'm continuously amazed by how much emphasis we see on sunscreen, and yet nobody talks or seems to care about SPF in lip balms, and I just don't get it. We should be protecting our lips as well. We absolutely should. Trust me, as somebody who got a lip sunburn, you don't want that. But yes, not gonna talk too much about this because, again, I already can't find it. J-Beauty has a fast turnover rate, and it's really hard to get the ingredients. We talked all about this in my J-Beauty trial. It does have some caveats, like the fast turnover of products and the difficulty of finding ingredients. Nonetheless, I'd say it's worth it. Most of the SPF lip balms, I think the reason people don't like them is because they tend to taste pretty rough. This one, it doesn't taste great, but it doesn't really get in my mouth. At this point in the video, I'm gonna take a short break. We're talking 4 to 5 minutes, go get myself something to drink and come back, because I wanna make sure that when I put my sunscreen on, it doesn't interact with any of the products I've already applied. While I'm saying there's no hard rules in skincare, you probably wanna make sure that your sunscreen is functioning at optimal efficacy. So I always wait 4 to 5 minutes before and after sunscreen application, after my moisturizer, and before any type of makeup product. It'll be real quick for you, a little longer for me. And we are back to finish this routine with the sunscreen. I'm so excited about the one I chose today. This is the Yewadan Juan Sango Serum Infused Sun Cream, and it is an absolutely beautiful sunscreen from a brand that is kind of similar to Chogongjin. It's another K-beauty brand that is made with more mature skin types in mind. So I was watching a video from the monodist, and she confirmed some things that I've suspected for a long time. Is her retinol video. I think some of you might have seen it as well. Fantastic video. She absolutely confirmed that there is a difference in most of the products that you see here on YouTube. Most of those products absolutely are designed for a younger audience. Now, that doesn't mean you can't use them. You saw me use Axis Y, you saw me use Haru Haru Wonder. Let me pull one of her own examples from the video, which you should watch. I will link it below. Her whole channel is wonderful. So she talked about how there was a drama show where these younger people were saying, oh, Suasu, that's a mom brand. You can't use Suasu. And y'all, I have just been thinking about that example ever since. It's so funny to me because think about this. Think about this. So here in America, we've had a problem for several months now. I'm sure you've seen the videos where young kids are using brands like Drunk Elephant, which is wild. Drunk Elephant, in my personal opinion, absolutely is designed for 30+ skin. I just cannot see that brand as having another audience in mind when they started making products. No, that is absolutely the feel I get with Drunk Elephant. Apparently, it is not like that in Korea. In Korea, it is strange for kids to use these brands that are designed for more mature skin. If you are of an older audience and you want products that especially feel more moisturizing, skin tends to get more dry as we get older, you might want that. You might find that, especially with moisturizers, you might do really well with some of these brands designed for more mature skin. You've got your History of Who, you've got Suasu, you've got in J Beauty, you've got SK2, and there are some affordable options as well. Yewadam is a wonderful affordable brand, as well as Chogongjin, which I'm really trying to quit bringing up. What I will tell you is that typically these are not fragrance-free products. This is not. I feel like I've gone back and forth with this specific product. Some days I feel like it smells strongly, and some days I don't. It feels strong to me right now, but I think that might be because, you know how when you get over a cold, suddenly everything smells more strongly? But I think it's that you just couldn't smell things for a few days. So here's how this sunscreen looks on. You can see that it's tinted, but it's another one of those products where the tint is so light that I think this would work for a wider skin range than you might think when you first pump this product out. And we're gonna apply one more product. I am going to finish this routine with my Kopari Lip Glossy, an old favorite for me. Almost out of this tube, so we're gonna squeeze really hard today. I did it. While that doesn't have any SPF in it, it does feel wonderful. It gives a really nice shine. I love how emollient this is. But you can do this with lip balms. You can use an SPF containing lip balm, wait 5 minutes, and then apply whatever you want on top. A lipstick, a lip gloss. I figured we would show that at the end of this routine because I certainly do wear makeup, and this is where I would put my makeup on, but in about 5 minutes, and now you know why. But that is it for my AM skincare routine, so we'll cut the video off here for now. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Stay tuned because we have but one single PM skincare routine left in this series. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you all next time.